Hi there. So I apologize if my head, like the top of my head or whatever, gets cropped out or something for this because I'm having the hardest time getting out of work. At the end of the video, I'll show you what I have to make my camera propped up. It's ridiculous. But anyway, ignore the messes in the back. So I was on StumbleUpon, which is this website that literally you just press it and it's right here open. You just press the stumble thing and it just takes you to a random website. So the random website I got taken to was 16 things you didn't know about sleep. So I thought, instead of just reading through it and going through my reactions alone, I would record myself reading it, and I'll read it out loud and you can look at my reactions to it. Okay. So, number 1. What goes on when you sleep? Your brain recharges, your cells repair themselves, and your body releases important hormones. Okay, you need different amount of sleep. Oh, the thing at the top says, sleep is absolutely essential for every human being. Despite scientists still not figuring out the process entirely, we still know a lot about this daily activity. Every mammal, bird, and most reptiles, amphibians, and fish require sleep to function. Most reptiles, amphibians, and fish? Whatever. So anyway, it says number 2 is you need different amounts of sleep depending on your age. Babies need 16 hours, 3 to 12-year-olds need 10, 13 to 18-year-olds need 10, 19 to 55-year-olds need 8, and over 65-year-olds need 6. I don't think that this was made with, okay, I guess. The funny thing about that is that people like senior citizens, no offense to anyone old, but like people who are over 65, what about the 55 to 65-year-olds? What about them? This literally has a gap. 19 to 55 and then over 65. Anyway, it's so funny because 13 to 18-year-olds probably, other than maybe 19 to 55-year-olds, get the least amount of sleep. And they need a lot of sleep. And people over 65 get a bunch of sleep. They don't even need it. Anyway, alright, number 3. Men have dreams about other men 70% of the time. But women dream about women and men equally. I'm sorry. That I find really funny because it just opens up to I'm just not going to comment on that one. Okay. 4. We can only dream about faces we have already seen, whether we actively remember them or not. I think that's really cool. Kind of hard to tell because I've had dreams of like really creepy stuff. So maybe that only means like actual like physical like faces of people, because really I have dreams about like celebrities and stuff a lot. But I've never really had any dreams of anyone I haven't recognized. But anyway. Well, actually I did have this one dream where me and Freddie Highmore saved an orphanage. What? I don't even know. Anyway. Alright, number 5. Parasomnia is a type of sleep disorder that makes you do unnatural movements despite being asleep. Crimes committed on parasomnia include sleep driving, writing bad checks, murder, child molesting, and rape. What? You go from sleep driving, writing bad checks, to murder, to child molesting, to rape? What is this, and why is there no cure? I'm sorry, but that is like the worst thing ever. Like, you're in your sleep you murdered someone? I don't buy it. Like, how do you in your sleep rape someone? You're like, oh, I'm sleeping. Oh, I'm sorry I raped you. I was asleep. What? No. No, I don't believe that. Alright, number 6. 12% of people dream only in black and white. This number used to be higher, but since the advent of color television, more people dream in color than before. I'm sorry, I don't believe this one either. How do you judge that? Do you like have like brainwaves that tell you when you've dreamt in black and white before? Someone's like, did you dream in black and white? And you just don't want to look stupid and say no? And you're just like, oh yeah, sure. Why not? I don't know. I don't like it. Alright, anyway. Number 7. Dreaming is normal. People who do not dream generally have personality disorders. Now, I want to know what this is. This like if you never dream, or if you sometimes dream? Because I don't dream every night. Some nights I don't dream. Now that I think about that, I probably have some pretty bad personality disorders. Dang it. Alright, number 8. Sleep positions may determine your personality. These are the most common sleeping positions. The fetal sleeping position, which is like curl up in a ball. So, it's 41% of people sleep in the fetal position. And if you sleep in the fetal position, you are gruff initially, but warm and open hearts. I sleep in the fetal position a lot. Now, I always thought sleeping in the fetal position meant like you were like closed on yourself. I don't know, like, but apparently, but I mean that does kind of fit me, I guess. Anyway, B is a log, which is like you're like straight on your side, and that is social butterflies, and 15% of people sleep like a log. Okay. C is the yearner, which is like I don't know if you can see that on the screen. Like it's that one. That's what D looks like, which is soldier. E, free fall, and F, swordfish. I lied, starfish. Sorry. Okay. So anyway, if you sleep like you see on C, you're the yearner. 13% of people sleep like this. They are perceived as open, but truly suspicious. What? If you sleep like a soldier, which means straight up and down, or on your back, whatever, that's 8% of people, and they are reserved. If you sleep like E, where you look like you're Superman, 7%. That's called the free fall. 7% of people sleep like that, and they are fun and fantastic at parties. And if you sleep up like a starfish, and you're like spread out everywhere, you are excellent listeners, and 5% of people sleep like a starfish. So basically, if you sleep like a baby, you're warm and have an open heart. If you sleep like a log, if you sleep boring, this is what I see. If you sleep boring, you're fun and you're spontaneous. But if you sleep like closed up, you're more like together. I don't know. And apparently, I guess this means you're a good listener. I don't know. Whatever. That's whatever. Number 9 is 1 in 4 married couples sleep in separate beds. I don't really understand sleeping in separate beds. Like, you're married. You did something to make your marriage official, so why not sleep in the same bed? I don't get it. Maybe like for like separation purposes, but be separated during the day. Not during the sleep time. What if you have a nightmare? Number 10. British soldiers were the first to develop a method of staying up 36 hours without sleep. When fatigued, they put on visors that emulated the brightness of a sunrise, and it woke them up. What? You know what another method of staying up for 36 hours without sleep? Caffeine. Mountain Dew. Coffee. Candy. I've stayed up for more than 24 hours. More than 36 hours, I mean. I stayed up for almost 3 days straight. With no sleep. I drank a lot of Mountain Dew that day. Those days. Whatever. Alright, so. Number 11. Longest sleeping mammals. Koalas sleep 22 hours a day. The brown bat sleeps 19.9 hours a day. Pangolins sleep 18 hours a day. The shortest sleeping mammals are giraffes, who sleep 1.9 hours a day in 5 to 10 minute sessions. It's like school for some kids. A roe deer sleeps 3.09 hours a day, and the Asiatic elephant sleeps 3.1 hours a day. Okay. Number 12. When dolphins sleep, only half their brain shuts down. The other half stays awake to help with breathing cycles. I did read about that once. That is actually a really cool thing. I read like an article or something somewhere about dolphin sleeping patterns, and it's really cool actually. Yeah, so like their brain, because you know, like they're in water and a lot of the time, so they have to be able to like breathe. So while half their brain is shut down to sleep, the other half is making sure they stay breathing, which I think is pretty cool. Number 13. You will die from sleep deprivation before food deprivation. It takes 2 weeks to starve, but 10 days without sleep can kill you. I'm sorry, but who is gonna go 10 days without sleeping? Like seriously, most of the time, if I don't have caffeine, or if I like even if I have caffeine, there's some time when I cannot stay awake anymore and I just crash. And if you are in a situation where you have to choose between eating and sleeping, sleep. Because, I mean, obviously, as this one says, you can survive longer by sleeping than you can by eating. Maybe I said that wrong. Oh well. Number 14. Blind people can still see images in dreams. These born blind experience dreams involving emotion, sound, smell, touch instead of sight. That's really cool, actually. So, like, if I was blind, I would dream of smelling something, or like hearing something, I guess, or like feeling an emotion. I think that's kind of cool. I kind of wish I could experience that, but I don't want to be blind. Okay, number 15. Within 5 minutes of your dream, 50% of your dream is forgotten. Within 10 minutes, 90% is gone. That's cool. I mean, it's not cool. I hate forgetting my dreams. I always like to remember them, so I always usually, like, if I have like an awkward dream or something, I'll like text it to my friend. I'll be like, oh my gosh, I'll never believe what dream I had. Yeah. Okay. Then the last one. 1 out of 50 teenagers still wet their beds. So there you have it. 16 things you might not have known about sleep. And now you do. If you want to read these things for yourself, I will put a link in the description to this page, and it'll be on StumbleUpon, so you can just go ahead and sign up for a little StumbleUpon account, and you will be ready to rock. So, bye!